want to take a look at NFL.com. Eric Edholm, I think, does a really good job writing articles for ESPN, or excuse me, NFL.com. So he ranked all 8 divisions going into this season. So NFC East, we're thinking somewhere probably in the middle, but
I think they're third or fourth.
We'll start at the top because some of the teams at the bottom or divisions at the bottom aren't even worth talking about.
Dude, what is it? Let me go. AFC South.
Correct. They're 8th.
They're 8th. Okay. And then NFC South.
They're 7th.
Okay. I'm that's right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me see. 6 would be AFC. No.
So you're 2 for 2. AFC South is 8. NFC South is 7.
All right. Then I'm going to go. I have to figure out 1, 2, 3. Damn.
Well, who do you think is at the top then?
I think the AFC North is at the top.
Okay, so they're 2 on this list.
They're 2?
Mm-hmm.
So I have to go with the. They're 2?
They're 2 on this list. I probably would flip-flop them. I would have them at 1, probably.
And then I guess they go to AFC West.
They're at 3 on this list.
There's 3?
Mm-hmm.
The NFC East. They got them at the top?
No, they're 4th.
Right. They're 4th. The first, who the hell would be the first?
I mean, they had 2 teams last year that were spectacular, but I don't know if they're going to repeat that look.
The AFC North.
NFC North.
NFC North.
NFC North is number 1.
That's right. That's what it was. I would think that the damn NFC East is better than the NFC North.
I think going into this year, that's a legitimate discussion because NFC
you got
North,
a Super Bowl champion.
Mm-hmm.
Yet us here, Dallas isn't horrible.
No.
They're not good. It's horrible. And I think the only thing that keeps us down is the damn Giants. I mean, that's Brian's team.
NFC North, though. So the reason
NFC North, AFC North.
Then you've got AFC West, NFC
then the
East,
NFC East.
Then they go NFC West, AFC East,
So
and then the 2 South.
NFC West, Seattle and
LA Rams,
San Francisco.
Yeah.
And then who follows them?
Then it's the AFC East, the Bills and the Patriots,
Patriots,
Dolphins.
Oh, yeah.
There's not a whole lot going on.
You know what?
They're
not bad, but I think that top one, it should be flip-flop.
Yeah, I agree. So the NFC North, they have it number 1. I don't necessarily agree that that's the top division. Even though last year you had a 15-win team and a 14-win team, I don't think anyone thinks that the Vikings are going to repeat what they did last year. I would think that the Lions are going to come down off that pedestal a little bit. I mean, it's kind of hard to replicate a 15-win season, but you also lost both your offensive and defensive coordinator. And by the way, we saw a team that was at the highest point or at close to the highest point and got to a Super Bowl, lose both of their coordinators.
Yeah.
And then the next year they struggled. And that was Philadelphia.
Yep.
Now they were right back on it the following year and they ended up winning the Super Bowl, but it took a little bit of time for them to adjust to losing both coordinators. I don't just think that Detroit's going to be back up there and immediately say, they're going to be a 13, 14, 15-win football team again. So I understand why, because they're probably counting on the Bears more than they would be counting on the Giants to kind of bounce back. But I don't know. I don't necessarily believe in Chicago until I see Chicago do it, because Chicago has never been able to develop a quarterback. So we'll see if Ben Johnson can do that.
A long time.
I think you're right, though. To me, it's the AFC North is the top team, because even when the Browns are bad, with Kevin Stefanski and with the guys that they have on that team, even though they're quote-unquote bad, they're still not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
The defense.
They're competitive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And obviously we know with Baltimore,
they're tough out.
Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati. I mean, that's the best quarterback division in the league, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look at Lamar, you look at Joe Burrow, Pittsburgh, and I guess maybe you look, but those top 2 are just so good.
Yeah.
I guess you could make an argument the NFC East could be up there with them. AFC West has now Geno over there. I forgot about him going there. Bo Nix. I guess that's probably the best one, honestly. Patrick Mahomes, Bo Nix, Geno Smith, and Justin Herbert. That's probably the best quarterback division. But I think the NFC East being in the middle of the pack, I have no issue with that.
Like I said, 3rd or 4th, I thought they would be.
But, I mean, you look at the top of the division this team is in now, and The funny part about the NFC East is no one ever goes back to back, and everybody presumably is going to take the Eagles to win the division. And if we've learned anything about this division over the last 20
That's
years,
been going on since I played.
the Eagles aren't going to win the division this year.
That was what, 2001, 2? Or
Yeah.
2000 and 2001 when the Eagles did it.
Yeah, last repeat winner of the NFC East was 2004. That's crazy.
2004?
Yeah. So they won from, I guess, 2001 to 2024.
Okay. Yeah.
Or 2004.
Yeah.
And so now it's been 21 years or 20 plus years that
That's
so
a
if
long
we've
damn
learned
time.
anything, then that means that
It probably gonna be another team winning.
it won't be the Eagles, which is crazy to think
Probably
about
won't be
because
the Giants.
there have been Super Bowl champions coming out of this division. So the best chance, if you're going to look at it and say that the Eagles aren't going to win it, is the Commanders. But maybe the Cowboys have a little bit of a resurgence. You felt like in
maybe
years
not.
past.
Maybe not.
I hope not.
I'm talking to the sisters in the French quarters to put that thing on them again.
What's
that voodoo?
Who's their new coach again? It's who is it?
Brian
Schottenheimer.
Yeah.
That was crazy to me that
they just as good a coach as Brian Hawk.
I might put White Brian ahead of him.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know.
He can probably call plays. You just need to give him need to give him like the Madden call sheet where he can just click. Do you want circle X, Y? We'll just pick a button and then it'll call it in for him.
Nah, man,
I don't know.
Brian too easygoing and laid back to be calling plays, man.
I don't see him being
like, what the hell you say, coach?
I don't see him being able to call in a play when they're so wordy. That's the thing that always amazes me when you watch.
But not all the plays are like that. Some of these coaches lose their damn mind. Listen, Andy Reid, I tell you to your face, I told him before, why is one play 20-something words, dog? It makes no damn sense.
Was that the hardest offense you had to learn?
The verbiage, yes. But, I mean, he'll have 20-something words in the play, and where I came from with North, 5 words. Exact same play. So
what is it? Just like tagging stuff?
You're basically telling everyone what they're doing. Yeah, listen, if I said Jack Wright 478, everybody know what to do. They're gonna say, X this, Y this, Z this.
So you're literally naming every responsibility.
Everybody knows everything. So like I say, if you're running back and they call out the play and you make a mistake, you wasn't listening. Because they tell you what to do.
Yeah.
It's just too much stuff.
Yeah, sometimes those things get incredibly wordy. But regardless, running through this list real quick again. Number 1, NFC North. 2, AFC North. 3, AFC West. 4, NFC East. NFC West is 5th. Do you think that the Rams are going to be good this year?
I think so. I think Sean is a good enough coach. And then I think Stafford is an underrated quarterback. People don't give him the love they should.
I think this is a do-or-die season for San Francisco as well. I don't know if they would move on from Kyle Shanahan, but at some point you got to win something, and they're moving on from their pieces, and it's a big season.
They get rid of coaches before players, though.
And it's a big time season for Brock Purdy as well. You just paid him a lot of money.
Well, he ain't going nowhere,
and he doesn't have the weapons that he's had the last couple of years. Loses Debo.
He has 3 years guaranteed, though.
Yeah, we'll see if he can step up. AFC East, like we said, Josh Allen leads that division. We'll see if the other guys can step up. NFC South, AFC South, I don't think we need to spend time on those. Those divisions suck. They've sucked for quite some time. It feels like
pathetic.
Very, very bad.